Welcome back to Motor Vision, the channel where power meets passion and the road is more than just a destination. It's an experience. Today we're diving into something truly special, something that brings American muscle heritage roaring back into the modern age. The legendary Plymouth GTX has officially been reborn for 2026, and this next generation model is not just a revival. It's a bold statement that muscle cars can evolve while staying true to their roots. Buckle up, because we're about to take a deep dive into everything that makes the 2026 Plymouth GTX one of the most exciting unveilings of the decade. Let's begin with the design philosophy. The new GTX arrives as a striking fusion of retro charm and cutting-edge aerodynamics. From the very first glance, you'll recognize the long hood, wide stance, and aggressive lines that pay tribute to the original late 60s and early 70s GTX models. However, this isn't just a nostalgia trip. Plymouth has reshaped the legend with sharp LED lighting, a sculpted front fascia, and aerodynamic channels that not only look futuristic but also serve a performance purpose. The grille proudly carries the GTX badge, sitting between sleek headlights that stretch into the fenders, giving the car a predatory look that feels right at home in 2026. From the side profile, the stance speaks muscle car DNA, low, wide, and purposeful. Massive alloy wheels with performance tires, flared arches, and a coupe roofline all contribute to a silhouette that screams speed. The rear end keeps things equally bold with a modernized version of the classic horizontal taillights, a sculpted deck lid spoiler, and quad exhaust tips that leave no doubt about the beast lurking under the hood. Plymouth has balanced heritage and innovation in such a way that the GTX instantly feels familiar yet undeniably fresh. Now let's talk about performance, because what's a GTX without raw power? Underneath that long hood lies a high-performance V8, rumored to be a supercharged 6.4-liter Hemi capable of producing upwards of 720 horsepower. For those who prefer electrified muscle, Plymouth also offers a cutting-edge hybrid performance variant that combines a twin-turbo V6 with electric motors, delivering jaw-dropping torque, figures, and lightning-fast acceleration, while staying efficient enough for daily driving. The brand clearly understands that the modern muscle car audience wants options without sacrificing adrenaline. Acceleration is said to push the GTX from 0 to 60 in around 3.4 seconds, making it one of the quickest muscle coupes on the road. Top speed? Well north of 200 miles per hour, depending on the configuration. Power is channeled through an advanced 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, while purists can rejoice because Plymouth is also offering a manual gearbox option. Yes, you heard that right, a manual in 2026. That alone sets the GTX apart from most of its competition. Handling has also received major attention. Adaptive suspension, electronic limited slip differential, and selectable driving modes allow the GTX to switch personalities in an instant. Whether you want comfortable cruising, sharp corner carving, or full throttle track aggression, the car adjusts accordingly. Brembo performance brakes ensure that all that power can be tamed when needed, giving the driver total confidence behind the wheel. Step inside and you're welcomed into an interior that beautifully blends heritage with modern luxury. The 2026 GTX's cabin is driver-focused, with every control and surface built to enhance performance and comfort. You get leather-wrapped sport seats with contrast stitching, bolstering designed for spirited driving, and even optional Alcantara inserts for extra grip. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, wrapped in premium leather, and integrated with controls for drive modes and infotainment. At the heart of the dash lies a massive digital instrument cluster paired with a widescreen infotainment display. This system not only handles navigation, media, and connectivity, but also performance telemetry, track data, and real-time engine monitoring. Think of it as a digital co-pilot that keeps you engaged with every aspect of the drive. Plymouth has even included retro-inspired display skins that mimic the classic analog gauges for those who want that old-school vibe. Ambient lighting flows across the cabin, customizable to match your driving mood. Technology doesn't stop there. The GTX comes fully loaded with modern driver assist features like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and automated emergency braking. But Plymouth has been careful not to overdo it. The driver remains at the center of the experience, with assist systems working in the background rather than overwhelming the thrill of driving. Now let's talk about something important: heritage. The original Plymouth GTX was dubbed the gentleman's muscle car when it debuted back in 1967. It was known for combining raw performance with comfort and sophistication, something that separated it from the stripped-down street racers of its time. The 2026 GTX carries that spirit forward. It's not just about going fast. It's about going fast in style, with refinement and with a sense of presence. Plymouth has managed to translate that ethos into a modern context, making the GTX not only a beast on the drag strip but also a refined cruiser for long-distance drives. The sound of the car is another masterpiece. Engineers have tuned the exhaust system to deliver an unmistakable growl. Deep, aggressive, and powerful, yet refined enough for daily use. In the hybrid model, active sound engineering ensures you still get that muscle car rumble even when electric power is in play. For enthusiasts, Plymouth is also offering customizable exhaust settings, so you can choose between quiet mode, sport mode, and full-track fury. As for customization, Plymouth knows enthusiasts love to make their cars unique. The 2026 GTX will be offered in a wide array of classic-inspired colors, from plum crazy purple to Hemi orange, alongside modern metallic finishes and matte options. Interior trims range from carbon fiber to brushed aluminum to wood inlays, letting owners tailor the vibe to their personality. Performance packages, aero kits, and even drag strip setups will be available straight from the factory, ensuring no two GTX models are quite the same. On the subject of pricing, Plymouth has positioned the GTX competitively. While exact figures haven't been revealed, industry insiders expect the base V8 to start around the $70,000 mark, with high-performance trims pushing closer to six figures, considering the performance, heritage, and technology bundled into this machine. That's a compelling offer in the modern muscle car segment. The return of the GTX also signals something bigger. It represents a renaissance for the Plymouth brand, reminding us that even in an era of SUVs and EVs, there is still room for true driver's cars that stir the soul. Muscle cars are not dying, they are evolving. The 2026 Plymouth GTX proves that heritage can coexist with innovation, and that the thrill of raw American performance is alive and well. So what does all this mean for car enthusiasts? It means we now have a muscle car that honors the past while embracing the future. A car that combines brute horsepower with modern sophistication. A car that can make your heart race on a back road, dominate on a track day, or simply turn heads as you roll through town. The GTX is back and it's stronger than ever. That wraps up our deep dive into the all-new 2026 Plymouth GTX, a machine that brings a legendary name back into the spotlight. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Motor Vision for more next-generation car reviews, and drop a comment below. What's your favorite detail about the new GTX? Would you go for the pure V8 or the hybrid variant? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your vision on the road ahead. This is Motor Vision, signing off until next time.